What if I told you that you could recapture the pure exhilaration of riding, where every twist and turn is a call to your instincts, and every ride is an adventure waiting to unfold? Riders, meet the Yamaha R7. Forget what you thought you knew about sports bikes, because this machine is here to redefine the experience. In a world where bikes are often judged by their top speed or their horsepower, the Yamaha R7 takes us back to the basics, to what riding is all about. It's not the beast that other sports bikes claim to be, it's something different, something more. Hello, and welcome to the motorcycle lifestyle. Let's talk about the heart of the R7 for a moment, the engine. It's a 689cc inline twin, and I know what you're thinking. That's not going to outmuscle the lighter bikes you see screaming down the drag strips. And you're right, it's not. But where the magic truly happens with the R7 isn't in raw straight-line power. It's not designed to be a brute, overshadowing its competition with intimidating force. Instead, this motorcycle thrives where the rubber meets the winding roads, where skill and agility trump brute strength. On the twisties, the turns, the serpentine stretches of tarmac, that's where the R7 feels like an extension of yourself. It's in these real-world scenarios, not just on some track day, where the bike communicates with you, dances with you, and reacts almost intuitively to your commands. It's a partnership, a two-wheeled camaraderie, where you're not fighting for control, but rather, you're in a seamless duet with the machine. The throttle response, the way it eagerly leans into every curve and encourages smooth flowing lines, it's about finesse, not fury. And it's in these unscripted moments, with the cool wind against you, the soundtrack of the engine's steady growl, and the horizon bending with each turn, that you remember the pure joy of riding. It's just you, the R7, and the language of the road, spoken in horsepower and heartbeats. So, for those of us who ride not to dominate with overpowering roars, but to feel that exhilarating connection between rider and road, the Yamaha R7 emerges not as a conqueror, but as a companion. It's a reminder that the journey isn't about muscle, it's about moments, memories, and the sheer love of the ride. Now, let's dive into one of the most captivating aspects of the Yamaha R7, the handling. When you're astride this machine, something remarkable happens. The world around you transforms into your personal racetrack, and every curve in the road is an invitation. The R7 doesn't just handle the twists and turns, it relishes them. There's a precision to its movement, a kind of mechanical poetry in motion that calls out to you, encouraging you to lean just that little bit deeper into each bend, to test the limits of what you and the bike can achieve together. The chassis setup, the suspension, the overall geometry of the bike, it all converges to deliver a ride that's sublime, almost telepathic. You think it, the R7 does it. But here's the kicker. Usually, this level of sporty handling comes at a cost, typically sacrificing comfort, especially on those longer rides. Yet, that's not the story with the R7. Yamaha has pulled off a kind of ergonomic wizardry here. Despite its sporty DNA, the R7 offers a seating position that doesn't punish you for wanting to spend hours on the saddle. The seat itself is a masterclass in balance, firm enough to give you the proper support and feedback you need in the corners, yet plush enough to keep you comfortable on those day-long rides. The foot pegs, the handlebars, the way you can tuck behind the screen. Every element works together to ensure that fatigue doesn't set in prematurely. It's a revelation, particularly for the real riders among us, those who live for the journey and not just the adrenaline. What's the secret sauce in the R7 that sets it apart? It's like Yamaha took a step back and reimagined the very essence of a sports bike's anatomy. The result? A chassis setup that's a piece of art. But it doesn't stop there. Every part of the R7's build, from the ground up, is a testament to engineering focused on one thing: intuitive response. The bike's geometry is a masterclass in motorcycle design, creating a machine that seems to read your mind. It's not just about reacting to the road, it's about being one step ahead, feeling that next twist, that next turn, and embracing it. And the suspension? Let's talk about that marvel. It's finely tuned to absorb everything the road throws at you, ensuring the bike remains stable and obedient even when you push it hard. This harmony between rider and machine is what we all crave, isn't it? Now, here comes a game changer. We've all been there. wrestling with the trade-off between a bike's razor-sharp handling and our own comfort. Because, let's face it, leaning into that exhilarating curve shouldn't mean we pay for it with aches and pains later, right? That's the beauty of the R7. Its design doesn't force you into unnatural shapes. Instead, it accommodates you, inviting you into a riding position that means you can spend hours on the road without the toll on your body. It's this revolutionary approach that disrupts the status quo, offering razor-sharp precision without the physical sacrifice. The foot pegs, the handlebars, the way you can tuck behind the screen. Every element works together to ensure that fatigue doesn't set in prematurely. It's a revelation, particularly for the real riders among us, those who live for the journey and not just the adrenaline. What does all this craftsmanship amount to? It's a revelation, a ride where fatigue is an afterthought. This machine isn't just for the thrill seeker, it's for the soul seeker, the horizon chaser, the real riders who don't look at miles as numbers but as memories. So it doesn't matter if you're carving through canyons or just navigating the relentless rhythm of the urban expanse, the R7 isn't here to challenge your endurance. No. It cradles your passion for the ride, making every journey not just bearable, but a core part of the adventure. It's Yamaha's salute to every rider's spirit, a testament that screams performance and comfort aren't just parallel tracks. They're a beautiful, intertwined road leading to an undeniable truth. Thank you for watching. Ride safe and remember, life is short. Ride more motorcycles.